CaitlinClark did it again. The Indiana Fever's preseason game sold out in less than an hour. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, AjaWilson and the two-time defending champion Aces are practically giving away tickets like they are free samples at Costco. How does a rookie outdraw the best team in the league? Did Aja forget to activate Ticketmaster? Did the Aces marketing budget end up in Kelsey's shoe closet? Someone needs to give Vegas a call. They might want to bring CaitlinClark in to fill those seats. Indiana Fever fans are going absolutely wild for their team, and the numbers don't lie. Their first preseason game against Brazil's national team sold out in less than an hour. Tickets that were originally priced at regular rates are now being resold for over $500. That's right, people are paying $500 just to see CaitlinClark and the Fever in a preseason matchup. Meanwhile, over in Las Vegas, AjaWilson and the Aces are struggling to get fans to pay $19 for a ticket. Not a joke. Not an exaggeration, $19. That's cheaper than a meal at a decent restaurant. This isn't some exclusive front row experience either. The entire building for the Fever game is packed, and people are still willing to drop hundreds just to be there. Meanwhile, in Vegas, you might find Aces tickets bundled with a buffet coupon. The Fever's hype is off the charts. The moment CaitlinClark entered the WNBA, the entire league shifted. Suddenly, people cared about Indiana basketball again, and the Fever became one of the most in-demand teams. On the other hand, the Aces, a so-called super team, are apparently so uninteresting that people would rather spend their money on just about anything else. Let's put this into perspective. A pair of courtside Fever tickets for a preseason game could cover a round-trip flight to Vegas, a hotel stay, a fancy dinner, and still leave enough for Aces tickets, and probably a jersey or two. The difference is staggering. People are practically tripping over themselves to watch CaitlinClark play, while AjaWilson and the Aces are practically begging people to show up. And it's not just about the money, it's about demand. Indiana's arena is filling up because fans genuinely want to be there. Meanwhile, Aces games could probably seat an entire high school field trip without even coming close to selling out. The hype just isn't there. Some will argue it's about the market. Vegas is a big city with tons of entertainment options. Sure, but last time we checked, Indiana isn't exactly Paris. And yet, the Fever are drawing massive crowds while the Aces are practically giving tickets away like it's a clearance sale. The Aces should be embarrassed. They are the defending champions, back-to-back winners, and still can't get fans to pay what people spend on a fast food meal. Their superstar, AjaWilson, supposedly one of the best players in the league, Can't even get a crowd to fill the arena for less than the price of a movie ticket. Meanwhile, CaitlinClark, a rookie who hasn't even played a single WNBA game yet, has the whole world tuned in and paying top dollar. At this point, it's not even a competition. The Fever's popularity is skyrocketing, while the Aces are getting left in the dust. Indiana is about to become the most-watched team in the league, while Vegas is looking like an afterthought. Fans aren't excited about AjaWilson, Kelsey Plum, or the Aces' so-called dominance. They want energy, excitement, and someone who actually moves the needle. So here we are, $600 for a Fever preseason game versus $19 for an Aces game. One team is must-watch, the other is background noise. CaitlinClark is turning Indiana into a basketball hotspot, and the Aces? They better start offering free popcorn with those tickets if they want people to show up. So let's get this straight. You can sit courtside and watch AjaWilson play for the same price as a burger and fries. That's wild. Meanwhile, CaitlinClark's game sold out in under an hour. At this point, it's not even a fair comparison. The CaitlinClark effect is real, and the Aces, and their fans, are just going to have to deal with it. Think about this. People are out here debating whether CaitlinClark is changing the game, while AjaWilson is struggling to sell tickets like it's a clearance sale at a dollar store. The Aces thought they were the hottest thing in the WNBA, but CaitlinClark came in and proved otherwise, without even playing a single pro game. It's levels to this. Aces fans love to shout about their back-to-back championships, but what does that really mean if nobody's showing up? You could literally stroll into an Aces game 5 minutes before tip-off and still snag a front-row seat like it's open MIC night. But CaitlinClark, the moment those tickets drop, it's like trying to get Beyoncé concert seats, gone in seconds. Interview 8. Let's be real, this isn't even about skill anymore, it's about impact. CaitlinClark has got people who've never watched women's basketball before buying tickets, wearing jerseys, and showing up at arenas they didn't even know existed. Meanwhile, AjaWilson's games have the same energy as a high school scrimmage, plenty of empty seats and discounted popcorn. AJA and the Aces can talk all they want about being disrespected, but let's be honest, if people really cared, the demand would show it. Meanwhile, CaitlinClark could announce she's playing a pickup game at the local YMCA, and people would be camping outside like it's Black Friday. It's honestly hilarious to watch some people still act like the CaitlinClark effect is a myth. Every day, more proof rolls in. Ticket sales through the roof, TV ratings shattering records, hype off the charts. Meanwhile, the Aces' biggest headlines are about who's doing their pre-game TikTok dances. Priorities, right? And let's not even talk about jersey sales. CaitlinClark's jersey hasn't even dropped yet, and it's already expected to outsell the entire Aces roster combined. AjaWilson might have to start giving away jerseys with a meal combo just to keep up. It's crazy how some people still can't accept that CaitlinClark is the main event. And the Aces? They are just a decent undercard fight. They might get a few cheers here and there, but everyone really came to see the headliner. The numbers don't lie. the fans don't lie, and the impact is undeniable. CaitlinClark has officially taken over, and some folks are just going to have to hold that.